Hi guys, and welcome back to Farming Simulator 23. This is the Android version. I'm Farmer Mo and we're playing our Let's Play on Neubrunn. This is episode 3. In the last episode we harvested the 3 fields. Field 3 is already planted again, this time with soybeans. And field 1 and 2 we're currently busy with. Field 1 is actually still being harvested. So yeah, let's get it done and see how we can progress in this game. Field 1 is finished with harvesting. Let's get this emptied into the trailer and then let's get this sold. All 3 tractors is currently busy. I think the fertilizer will probably be finished first, so then we can use that one Massey Ferguson to go and sell this last of the soybeans. Let's go put the harvester away. I think this slot between the silo where we buy the fertilizer and seeds and herbicide and this barn is going to be the resting place for this harvester always. The second time it's going to sleep over here.
Okay, the Massey Ferguson from field 3 is finished with the spreading there. So I think we're going to take this Massey Ferguson and hook up to the trailer, and then we'll send a worker off to the sell point in the north to go and sell the last of the canola. I would expect probably another 14,000 income from this canola. Hooking up to implements and trailers is not the easiest in the mobile version. We're really going to be dependent on a lot of workers in this game. Creating a job, I'm still struggling that it's always selecting active workers, and then you have to kind of click on the tractor that you want to set the job on. So it looks like we've now selected it. And let's go and put the target position by the sell point. It's up here somewhere. Yeah, it's over here. Confirm position, confirm rotation. There we go. Start job. Successful. And off we go. So we've reached the sell point. Let's unload and see how much we get. So yeah, all the fields roughly gave around the same 14,000 odd. So let's get back and get the other jobs done. So on the way back we made a little bit of a detour. We came to the grain mill to see what it costs. I think it's cheaper than the oil production. Yeah, it's 50,000. So the Massey with the trailer is also back on the farm. We're going to do some of the spreading with it. Get field 1 and 2 spread. And let the other 2 tractors finish the cultivating and drilling so that we can move on. And we're probably going to rest a couple of months to get through to the time when the soybeans can actually be harvested. You can see it's winter now, no leaves in the trees. I like the spreader. The spreader is nice and wide. You can get these fields done in 2 passes. So all the soybeans is in the ground. Let's go put the seeder away. Probably won't use it till next year, April, May. So let's check the map. Soybeans on all 3 fields. And let's check the fertilizing. All done. So we're in January. All 3 fields have started to grow. And field 1 has now actually already been sprayed with herbicide. We'll move on and spray the other fields and get them fertilized. Oh, something that I want to show you guys, a new purchase. Unfortunately, this clip was lost. Don't know how. When I purchased this trailer, it was 29,500. That's why at the moment we've only got 28,000. Whereas after we sold the last canola, we had nearly 60,000. We've already collected the first eggs from the chickens and put it in the barn. So that trailer will come in useful, and we'll definitely need that trailer when we start doing the productions as well. So the chickens are doing fine. The last of the spraying is now also done. So all the fields are now ready. All the soybeans have grown 1 stage. They've now had the second fertilization. They've had the herbicide. And we can move on to the next day. So it's April and we've slept now a couple of months. The fields are ready to harvest. Let's check the chickens. They need some food. First thing, the harvester got to start harvesting the soybeans on field number 1. And then we'll do field 2 and 3 as well. We need to make a decision what we're going to plant. Are we just going to plant canola? Or we're going to plant maybe some wheat in one of the fields, so that we got additional wheat for when the food for the chickens run out. So yeah, let's put this one on the worker, and then we'll go feed the chickens. Finding this trigger is always tricky, so I think I'm gonna park up this trailer, go get the flatbed trailer with the auto load to come and take a pallet away, so that we've got a more clear path trying to get a trigger and unload the wheat. So we're back with a pallet trailer on the back. It should automatically pick up that eggs. And then we can drop it off in that barn where we can store pallets and bales. I'm interested to see how it stores it, if it will add the liters of eggs together, or will you take them out? In this case, 2 pallets that we got there so far. Now we should easily find the trigger. Coming in straight. Yeah, there it starts to go up. It's gonna take what, 650 or 750. Let's go put what's left of this back. While that's tipping, I think we can take the John Deere and go get the cultivator so that we can start cultivating this field that we've now probably harvested about halfway. We need to turn around all 3 fields again. So John Deere can start cultivating, or put on a worker just now. I'm starting to think we should really look at a different cultivator. That one is so narrow. The harvesting is about halfway in that field, then we can move on to the other 2 fields. The prices for soybeans, 2,500 odd, can go up to 37. So we actually harvested earlier than I initially thought. I thought we were going to harvest in June, July. Best prices are in July. We've now harvesting in April. So we'll have to store this soybeans in the silo for at least 2 to 3 months. So at least there's not a lot of carting today. While we're in the yard, I wanted to check this earlier. 387, 543. So it looks the way it stores it. It stores it as 2 separate pallets, the way that we collected and delivered it. I wonder when you output it, if it can output it as one, or it will output it still as the multiple. Price for eggs can go up to 4,000. We're not at the right time at the moment, so we'll hang on to the eggs as well. As we need to get all the fields turned around, time to hook up the seeder as well. And I think we're going to probably be putting in canola again, at least for 2 of the fields. There's nothing else that we can plant now that we'll be able to sell before December, really. Because even if we plant another round of soybeans, they won't be ready past July when the best prices are. At least if we do canola, then by maybe September or October we can harvest it and we can sell it then in December or January when the price is best. So I'm thinking 2 fields canola, maybe 1 field of wheat, so that we got more food for the chickens. So it's changed to canola. I set this to a worker just now. The seeder is also very narrow. Unfortunately, we'll have to stick with it for a while because we don't have more power. We'll first have to get another tractor before we can get another seeder. But I think in terms of cultivating, we need something better. The Senior 4000 is a bit wider, but it's still as slow. I'm really thinking about this Joker 4CT from Horsch. It's 4 meters, so it's wider than what we've got by a bit. But the thing that attracts me also, it's 18 kilometers an hour. And we can pull that with any of our tractors. The bigger ones, the Lemken and this Kokerling, yeah, they're bigger, but they cost a lot of money. at least for the Joker 4CT, we're not going to spend that much if we get that one. I'm really thinking about it, if we should do it today or should we wait a bit more. I made up my mind, we're going to get that horse. It will be so much wider and faster. I mean, the seeder is catching up to the cultivator. They're doing the same speed probably, but the cultivating needs to be done faster. So here we're at the shop. We're gonna sell this cultivator that we got. I don't know what we're gonna get, 8,000-9,000. The other one cost 25. So we'll be left with, I don't know, ballpark 10,000. Let's see. Now we get 10,376 for it. And now we can afford that horse. Joker 4CT, 18 kilometers an hour. All our tractors can pull this. There we go. We're left with over 12 grand. And there you can see this thing is nice and wide. It's not 6 meters, it's only 4 still. But that's better than 2.5. Plus it's faster. Let's get it hooked up and take it back so that we can carry on. And the seeder's probably caught up and stopped by now. We need to get these fields turned around faster. Long run, we're probably going to double up on cultivators, double up on seeders, so that turning around these fields with workers is just going to be easy. I think this FS22 is, FS23 compared to FS22 is going to be much more of a farm manager game where you just manage the workers. It's definitely more difficult to drive in FS23. The gameplay is nice, but it's not as much fun driving the machines for me. Managing the farm, I kind of like it, but it's a bit of a slow start, and I don't want to buy coins. I don't think that's the way to go. By the way, the DLCs that you have to buy, I've seen that if you buy it, you actually get a tractor on the save game that you play. But we're not going to do that. If eventually we need some of those, I'll buy it on a different save game, because I don't want to cheat in this let's play. So let's see, it's definitely wider. Texture is a bit different, and it's much faster. You can see it's running at 18 k's an hour. Let's get the seeder going as well. So that cultivator is doing a nice job, and it's actually getting ahead of the seeder by a bit. We've now even got the other Massey on the field with the spreader, so we can turn this field around. The harvester is finished, and we unloaded that directly into the silo, and it's now moving on to the next field. So guys, I think we're gonna call it a day. We've progressed a bit. We've gotten all the fields ready from the previous episode and passed some time so that we can harvest the soybeans. First field is done, and we're already planting it and cultivating it and fertilizing it. And then that new cultivator is definitely making a difference. I would love to have a bigger seeder now, but we're just not going to be able to do that. This will have to do for now. But I think it's going to take probably another 2 episodes before we can get that production going. So yeah, guys, I hope you like and subscribe and share. and I hope to see you in the next video. And have a great day. Enjoy. Cheers.